¿Tienes alguna mascota?
Sí, un bebé gato.
¿Cómo se llama?
Mariposa.
¿Y qué más mascotas tienes?
Nada más.
¿Nada más?
No.
¿Y cuál es tu animal favorito?
Mi animal favorito es 9 caballos.
¿Y por qué?
Porque mi abuela tiene 7 y mi otra abuela tiene 2.
¿Y cuál es tu comida favorita?
Mi comida favorita es manzanas, fresas, agua y pollo y plátano.
We were happy in my daughter's previous school, but the opportunity for her to learn another language was such a phenomenal idea to us that as soon as we heard that this was possible, we immediately tried to make the switch.
We had heard about immersion programs, and it's wonderful that she learns the second language, but what I really liked was hearing about how the brain working together one side to the other, practices and other skills where it would make her math skills stronger and her science skills stronger, and I really wanted that for her. It would give her an advantage in everything.
It's so good for their brain, it will be good for their whole life. When they find a job, they'll have an advantage. And when I looked into it, I saw the research and I saw how important it is to help their brain, and it helps them with music, with math, it all kind of goes together.
I think it's a wonderful thing for a child to know 2 languages, and this was such a great, solution to that. And I speak Spanish also, so I just think it's just a wonderful gift that I can give him.
And I knew that was another way to challenge him, and it was also helpful in him focusing because he had to pay attention to learn the language and focus on his studies.
Having the benefit of a second language is great, and children developmentally when they're young are processing language and developing it, so this is a great time for them to learn a second language. And being in an immersion environment like this, they just learn it like they would naturally another language. And it's neat too because they're picking up a native accent.
Ayer mi mamá se compró una nueva camiseta para yo y hoy en arte yo se hace mi nueva camiseta.
Honestly, I mean, comparing it to a regular school, I mean, it's a regular school. They're learning regular material. They're learning, and honestly, seeing him and just seeing with other kids his age, I mean, he's right on target. He knows everything, if not maybe a little bit more, because they've touched other topics.
In the beginning, I was apprehensive too, because I don't speak Spanish.
Even though they're learning a language, the number 1 is still the number 1. 2 plus 2 is still 4. And they're just learning it a different way, and it's totally worth it.
Trust that your children's brains function differently from the way they do when they're older. That for them, language is not a barrier in the way that it might be for us.
We went to see in the classrooms how the kids were doing, and from that time on, seeing how it was, that one changed my mind completely. I was not afraid. We went for it right away.
The teachers have been so gracious. They've been accessible to us as parents. If we have questions, if we need some clarification on things, they have been more than willing to do whatever they have to do.
I would definitely recommend having you put your child here, and I know there might be some fear, but even like with the homework, the kids know what to do because they've been practicing it in school, and then the teachers also do translate the directions into English, so you are able to help your children.
It's like makes their brain really turn. So I don't see anything wrong with it. I say go for it, because you know what? It's going to help them completely in the long run, even with jobs. She's going to learn how to speak Spanish. They're asking for people to be bilingual. So I'm jealous.
Don't hesitate. Absolutely be a part of this.
¿Qué es reciclar? ¿Me lo puedes explicar, la niña?
Reciclar es usar algo otra vez. Primero necesitas lavar la cosa que quieres reciclar. Después ponen en una caja. Después llevan a una fábrica. Y después hacen algo nuevo.
¿Dónde se echa la basura entonces, el resto de basura?
Echan debajo, hacen un agujero muy grande en la tierra y después ponen basura, después ponen tierra arriba.
I think what you see here, in order for an immersion program to work, the parents have to be super involved. And that's one of the benefits I see as being here, is that if the kids are going to be successful here, their parents have to do their part at home.
We need people who are fearless and willing to take a chance for their children so that they can have the advantages of a second language, which not only give them an edge in the job market, but it builds cognitive levels that otherwise they will not have.
A, B, B, C, y C, K, Ch, Ch, D, D, E, F.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 días en la semana, eso sí que es. Domingo, lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado y otra vez. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 días en la semana, eso sí que es. Eso sí que es. ¡Yahoo!
Cerquita, 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 muy lejos, muy lejos. Cerquita, 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 muy lejos, muy lejos. Están los conejos frente al espejo, dan una vuelta y se van.
Read every night in English to your child. Let the school do the Spanish and you'll work on the Spanish homework when you get it. But when it comes to reading, read every night at home. It will make your child a strong reader in English. If you don't read to your child every night, you will fail them.
At home, you might have to put the extra effort in for working with them in English, but it is definitely worth it.
His English reading and his Spanish reading have come along at just the same time. They're just growing exponentially every day. So it's been really interesting to see that there has not been any kind of delay with his English, with his writing, with his reading. He can switch pronunciation when he has an English book and a Spanish book.
From the kids are baby, the parents read to them in English. Kinder, first grade at home, they read to them in English. Nothing changes. Whatever is done at home continues at home. They speak to them in English, read and write in English, read the books in English.
The more we still read in English every night with him, and both of them, and it's amazing how was it second grade, or all of a sudden it just clicked, where all of a sudden everything made sense in English, and then he just started exploding with his English.
I think it has to be a parent who is going to read to them in English at home and encourage the child to read to them in English at home, which they have to do anyway. Whether they're going to a regular English-speaking school or here, they're going to have to invest that time.
Active participation of the parents will come in is when they will contribute their knowledge in English.
It's a little bit of a challenge at a younger development, but second and third grade it really clicks, and we haven't had any problems once we got to that point.
Ranas y sapos. Es difícil saber la diferencia entre las ranas y los sapos. Ambos tienen 4 patas y pueden tener la piel verde o castaña. Ambos tienen ojos saltones y comen insectos, son anfibios. After turning his vest into a second life jacket, Diego jumped into the raft next to Dora. They started to paddle down the river. Suddenly, Diego noticed a river otter stuck in a whirlpool. "We have to rescue the river otter," he shouted.
Amazing to see these kids benefiting from the solid teaching practices of their teachers. These teachers come in and their methods are sound. They know how to work well with the kids, they maintain order, their classroom management skills are highly developed. This is a school that functions well, and it functions well largely because of the dedication, but even more so because of the prior training and experiences that these teachers bring with them into the classroom.
The teachers here, I think it's fantastic that we're bringing teachers from different cultures in here, because kids, a lot of times don't have the opportunities to experience much of anything, let alone people from a different country. So I think that's powerful.
Necesita para hacer tamales. Necesitas pavo, necesitas la masa y necesitas el maíz y necesitas
Salsa.
Salsa para ver.
¿Y luego qué tienes que hacer? Todo eso junto, ¿qué se hace con eso?
Tienes que poner el maíz en la mesa y después coges la masa y pones la masa encima del maíz y después coges el pavo si quieres, pero yo soy vegetariana y voy a poner queso o voy a poner sprinkles?
As the brain is being used and stretched and new dendrites are forming, that the brain is becoming far more flexible and can grow. And as we know, IQ is not static. It can change, so that with adding new information, new challenges to the brain, it grows, and the creativity and the critical thinking skills are two of the largest areas that do benefit from this.
What's important is that the children have the opportunity to learn that language in a long, uninterrupted sequence. And it's through that long, interrupted sequence of learning that they build advanced proficiency, that they build strong intercultural understanding and appreciation for others, which allows them then to be exceptional.
¿Cómo estás?
Yo estoy feliz.
¿Y cómo te llamas?
Me llamo Reagan.
¿Y cuántos años tienes?
Yo tengo 6 años.
¿Qué vas a hacer este verano?
Yo voy a ir a la playa con mi tío, tía, primo, y mi prima, que mi prima es la esposa de mi primo y que se llama Derek y ella se llama Danielle. Y tienen 2 niños, Dash y Dylan, que son 6 meses, yo pienso, algo así. Pero son tan... Yo voy a ir a Virginia para ver a ellos y vamos a tener una parte de la playa que es nosotros, solo puede tener nosotros, y vamos a tener 3 condos que son casas que se conectan con otras.
Oh, definitely. His progress academically, he's right where he should be and beyond, I would say.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I love the curriculum here. I think it's very rigorous and it's very challenging for him.
I would say it would have to be worth it, seeing as I've put 3 kids through the program so far and soon a 4th. We love it. I wouldn't go anywhere else.
Absolutely. I would never change a thing. Love it.
Yes, definitely.
So worth it. It's the right decision. Their English is great. Their Spanish is great.
It was totally worth it. We have no regrets. We are loving every minute of it here, and he seems to really enjoy it too.
Definitely.
Definitely. No regrets in any way, shape, or form.
Absolutely. Absolutely worth it. In fact, as we say in English, I still pinch myself to make sure that this is not just some kind of dream.